Hello anybody who's watching this. Welcome to my sweaty reaction to Guardians of Ember review. Add Shilling Sseth the Hag trademark. Stop biting me! I decided to record multiple videos in a row just to get myself in the a feeling again, like to record videos in advance instead of one video a day, because that's just much more comfortable. I don't know if today was a good choice, but still, because of this little guy, stop. You can see his paws. I'm not insane. I'm not talking to myself. Aren't I? Aren't I? You're gonna bite my nose. I'm gonna just boop yours. Anyway, if you have a video for me to react to, you can use the donation link in the description below or the comment section, and let's begin. That's all my shilling.
Hello? Who is this?
I've come to make an offer.
What offer?
One you can't refuse.
Well, I just did. I'm not interested. Also, how the hell did you get this number?
I have your feet pics.
Wait, really?
Oh, yes. You have 2 weeks.
Wait, what do you mean?
Goodbye.
Wait, wait, come back!
Pick.
I hope this message finds you well. The pact has been made. Repeat these words to your audience. Play Guardians of Ember, and Sseth will come out of this unharmed. Do not try and find us. We will find you instead. Goodbye.
This happened in April 2019, so I would assume that good fans of him did play the game, and he came out unharmed. Can you just later and come? Okay. I can do more shilling, to be honest, if this is a shilling video. Subscribe to my channel, because like 90% of you, over 90% of you are not subscribed. Don't touch the microphone. Do not. Do not. Play with your tail. That's about
Hey
it.
people, Sseth here. I just
can
want
like
you
the
to
video
know
as well
that
if you want.
I'm doing this of my own free will, and I'm in
not
no
gonna
way,
make it.
shape, or form being blackmailed by the 14K Triad Syndicate in Hong Kong. Today, I'll be playing a game no one's heard about, Guardians of
browser
Ember.
game?
Why has no one heard about it? Because we prefer to forget. Guardians of Ember was originally released in 2016 and published by Incel Games Limited, which turned out to be more than just an unfortunate
Alright.
choice of name. Incel
Yeah.
Games Limited did a lot of questionable business practices. Gameforge,
good,
the
good.
German-based publisher of many free-to-play MMOs in Europe, grabbed the German-based publisher of many free-to-play MMOs.
I've heard the first two, but I don't think I've ever played
in
them.
Europe grabbed the Guardians of Ember
idea about
license
the
off
other ones.
Incel just a year ago, but in doing so, they now have an impossible task in front of them, picking up the pieces and rebranding this PR disaster into a stable product, which is why they've hired me to rescue this sinking ship. And personally, I'm leaving with the women and children. Guardian of Embers, which I'll just call Ember from now on, is described as a
God damn
free-to-slay memorpager and Diablo meets WoW. All I can say is, wow,
It's just Blizzard
count me in. As soon
meets
as you load
Blizzard.
into the client, you can tell this game's got all of your typical RPG fanfare.
Can you
As per
calm
industry
down,
standards,
you little
Ember takes
shit.
place in
Ow.
a fantasy world loosely
Scratch me with
based
your
on the
teeth.
territories of Great Britain. Right
Oh.
from the beginning, you're presented with making a character
No.
based on the
Mommy
territories of
milkers?
Great Britain. Right from
Big Mommy Milkers. Hell yeah, level 9. And Micro is in English. Micro manlet.
the beginning, you're
Perfect
presented
names.
with making a
Love 'em.
character. You can pick between the standard RPG races, the English, the Welsh, the Scottish, and the Irish. Then you have to choose one of the two predefined gender roles on offer, male or female, which are available to all the races, except the Irish, who've undergone a mutation in their X chromosome that has largely removed the male population from their gene pool, replacing them instead
reproduce?
with hermaphrodites that don't grow past puberty.
I
say
see.
you can pick a gender for the other races, races, but between you and me, only a trained anthropologist can tell the difference between a Scottish male and a Scottish female, which is actually defined by the subtle difference in beard size and body fat ratio, with females typically having much fuller beards and higher adipose content due to their preferred diet of Greg's pasties and sausage rolls. Males...
I forgot to say, if there is a if there's noise during my video, it's probably because of the fan that's behind me, because it's way too hot.
In contrast,
not hot, but I guess humidity is the thing? I don't know.
are much runtier and more aggressive, as they largely subsist on foraged raspberries and leftovers by the apex female. After that, you have to pick from one of 6 different classes, which can be anything from Knight to Dark Knight. The possibilities are endless. There's also these little bars at the bottom to compare their stats. Interestingly, there's a damage bar. The lowest possible value for a damage bar is for the priest, who apparently only does 80% of the damage of any other class. Based on this, I think we can all agree that a priest is absolute trash. I picked something else instead, a ranger. Right off the bat, there's an intense introduction to the game with some beautiful animations. Unfortunately, my computer's integrated NVIDIA G105M processor can't run it on high graphics, so I can only imagine how beautiful they are on max settings. To summarize the plot, there's goblins invading, and we have to kill them, although these goblins don't really...
I'm curious if lower frames a second is like for animation is one of the settings, and if you put it on your settings on higher, like max, ultra max, high, I don't know, I don't give a shit, but maybe the animation will be more smoother. That would be a nice
like goblins. They look more like pugs or pit bulls. From what I can gather, the antagonists of this game are pit bull owners, or pit mommies as they're often called. Despite making up 6.5% of a dog population, pit bulls contribute to 66% of total fatalities. And in the world of Ember, they've clearly not been spayed or neutered, leading to a vast overpopulation of pit bullies who are more than happy to maul your infant children. And they will, unless we stop them. After disposing of these creatures, they unleashed a fearsome troll, which I slayed by standing still and right-clicking. I even occasionally dodged attacks. For some reason, this troll fight has better hitboxes than Dark Souls 2. Miyazaki is a hack, but I'm a paid schmuck.
Miyazaki has nothing or almost nothing to do with Dark Souls 2. Fuck you, Sseth. Why are you looking at me like that?
So who am I to judge? After defeating the troll and washing off the thick sweat on my brow, I embarked out into the great wide world of Ember. I got more skills too. You get skills automatically each time you level. Some of these are pretty good. They can also be upgraded. Bizarrely, upgrading skills can make them worse. Take my bear trap for example. I can spend all my skill points to make it do half the damage. This is much worse for the knight. She can upgrade her cleave to give her life leech. If she upgrades it again, she no longer has life leech. Similarly, she can upgrade her Garen spin to give her life leech as well. If she dares to upgrade it again without reading the description, she'll pay dearly with her life. Truly, Ember forces you to think and consider your actions, since they might end up accidentally killing your character. On top of skills, you also have attributes. These are described as the 4 humors: black bile, yellow bile, blood, and phlegm. And if we've remembered our understanding of Hippocratic humorism under the revised elemental model proposed by Empedocles, then we will also remember the dangers of humoral imbalance. To this end, we will also remember the dangers of
kidney stones, liver failure, arthritis, playing competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Humoral imbalance. To this end, we will assign our attributes equally to avoid any of the negative temperamental states. To demonstrate the dangers, here's another character I made. An Irishman named Seamus O'Shaughnessy. He died of severe jaundice and got eaten by the family pig. Meanwhile, my ranger had a long and generally healthy life adventuring in Ember. That was until I started jumping. Jumping, combined with my character's small stature, caused me to glitch inside a brick wall. In panic, I tried to jump some more. Instead, I started to sink into the ground.
Oh.
After some time, I accepted my fate and took on my new role as the local tower ghost. I haunted this place. I could never leave. I could only warn others about the dangers of jumping. Some even tried to help me, but I told them I was beyond help. Go, live your life, and don't make the same mistake I did. Life is brief and extremely precious. Don't waste it on smashing your spacebar all day, or you'll end up like me, forever clipped inside this shitty tower. And so, I started a new character, a knight. It was then that I noticed there's a thigh slider on the character creation menu.
Hell
There's
yeah.
also a buttock slider. I set these to max and made my knight as dummy thick as humanly possible, with a curvy case of lordosis to top it off. I feel that me and Runewaker Studios, despite being thousands of miles away from each other, now share a deep spiritual bond, the sort of bond that transcends our differences in race, opinion, and culture, but unites us instead as men who can truly appreciate the ass. One of the best features of Ember, of course, is that
I want to say that I don't see much. Like, it said WoW meets Diablo. I can see Diablo, and from WoW I guess it's MMO portion. And now I see there's a quest tracker, so maybe quests. I'm not sure. I never played Diablo, so I'm not sure if there are quests like that. And I want to say that the skill system was quite shit.
it also works in a window, so I can multitask while playing the game. Oh, looks like this guy is winning. Alright, where's that copy pasta? Ember's also got lots of other activities, like fishing, mining, and owning real estate. Mostly, though, you're gonna be killing people and collecting quest XP. So, to fully immerse myself in a world of Ember, I took the time to personally read every single line of dialogue by every NPC, no matter how unimportant they are. It was at this point that I realized that the saddest job in the world isn't being a games journalist, it's being the dialogue writer for an MMO. I'm fairly certain that of the hundreds and thousands of people who've played this game, only 2 of them have actually read the deep backstory and lore of Guardians of Ember. Those 2 people are myself and the writer. This has to change, so let's appreciate some of this intense dialogue together. Bololly has challenged you to a duel. Wait, what is this? Of course I accept. I don't care if you're a child or a 2,000-year-old legal-aged fantasy child. You're gonna get a goddamn beatdown, like you lolly hag. Most people just smash the keyboard in situations like this. Instead, I like to do what I call the royal keyboard flush. This technique ensures that your hand is likely to hit most of the keys you're meant to anyway. Naturally, with my superior technique and tactics, I won. Coincidentally, I ran into the same lollies later that day, and we dueled again. Turns out, they're actually one of a few people in this game who speak English. I've seen Portuguese, Spanish, Russian, and Polish being spoken on the global English. I've seen Portuguese, Spanish, Russian.
Okay, just one thing. He's asking how to beat, how to do the quest delivery of petition. Maybe that's the name, I don't know.
And Polish being spoken on the global channels in Europe, but never once have I seen English. Anyway, we quickly became great friends. They even invited me to lunch. I couldn't really attend, so they just sent me some instant lasagna in the mail. It was nice, a little moldy, but hey, that's free penicillin. Overall, I had a fun time. I came in with minimal expectations, but the people and the community really make the game worth playing. Also, it's much more pleasant than my last experience with free-to-play MMOs, since the last time I played a free-to-play MMO, Lord of the Rings Online, was also the first and last time I tried Israeli Hash. I smoked that shit and thought nothing of it. Then I went off to play Lotro with the boys. I told them after some time, go off and do this dungeon without me. I'm not feeling too great. Then I collapsed and started panting, sweating, and physically convulsing on the bed. Turns out I was fiercely allergic to Israeli Hash. After about 6 hours of pure hell, I decided that was the last time I'd ever play Lord of the Rings Online. Now, given that I don't associate...
I know Sseth talks a lot, and a lot of his things are just sarcastic or in a joking manner. I'll take that as a pure truth. It feels sincere. So I would assume that it's a perfect truth.
Guardians of Ember with anaphylactic shock. I give it a
That
very good
animation
score.
is
I'm now
brutal.
contractually obligated to say these words.
Play Guardians of Ember
he's stuck
today,
again?
so Sseth can live tomorrow.
Help me.
Did he deliver?
As well as can be expected.
And the merchants?
Displeased. But we got what we came for.
Good.
Why does
Accelerate
what-
production of a Model 2.
Why does that
This
voice
one's
sound
getting-
familiar?
Defective.
Not this one.
As you wish, Chairman.
Dismissed.
Isn't he a historian?
Mebeke. What an expensive mistake you turned out to be.
Okay. He's talking about Israeli hush. Okay. This game is quite interesting. If I found it myself, I probably would have played it for a bit. It does seem quite fun, but I, of course, would have chosen class. I would play solo because I'm quite asocial. Antisocial? Asocial. I don't know which term is correct. I don't talk to people a lot. I started doing it in WoW, and I'm glad I did because I found quite a couple nice people. But anyway, thank you. Anybody who watched this, I appreciate it a lot and I hope to see you next time. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. I'm not gonna, because over 90% of you not subscribe. Who gives a shit? If you want to subscribe, if you want more, is what I mean. And goodbye. Have a great life. Because at least one of us has to.